Alright, the only thing that we have left is the table, and I'm gonna do the styling of the table in this video. We'll give the table an ID. It's gonna be users table. I'm gonna add that in the code. This is where the table is. It's just gonna be class or ID. Now, when to use class, when to use ID? Well, if it's just one element and you just want to address to a single element, you can use ID. But you can also use class. You've seen me use class for single elements. If you want to have more than one element, then you don't have a choice. You have to use ID for sure. So it's really up to you which one you prefer when it's just one element. I usually use ID for like more important elements that I consider that are like core parts, and classes I tend to think that I might reuse them later on. So there's not really a fixed criteria. It's really up to you. Strictly speaking, regarding the semantics, a class should have more than one because or it could potentially have more than one. But if you know for sure there won't be another one, you could use an ID as well. So I want to give this table first of all, if I'm addressing the table element, and I define margins and all of that stuff, it has to do with the entire table, not with the single cells. So we'll style the table first, the outside, and then we'll go inside and do styling for the actual cells and the headers. You already know how to select elements now that are inside another element, so we'll keep on using that so that it consolidates in your head. Margins, I want to give this margin on the top of 10 and auto on the sides. That means centering. The font weight, which we said it was bold. In here I don't want it to be bold, I just want it to be normal. And we can also define a width of 100% so that it uses up all the space it can. Now regarding the headers, users table and then th, that's how I'm selecting the headers. See how they're being selected in here. I want those to have a border in the bottom, just in the bottom, so that they look nice. And I'm giving them this color. I want them to have a padding so that the cell has some separation with the text of 2 pixels. And I would like the text to be aligned in the center. It's already been aligned in the center, but I want to force it just in case the browser is not doing it for me. That's for the headers. And now regarding the other cells, I'm going to select them using this same methodology, and they're also going to have a padding of 2 pixels, and I also want them to be aligned in the center. So that's about it for styling our table and for styling our example. So what you have now is just some sort of a sample web page or home page or web app or mobile app, and I've made it a bit responsive so that you can understand this concept as well of how things can adjust to screen resolution and how you can set up like a maximum so you don't want this to keep on expanding to the sides. And I think this covers pretty much all of the basics of HTML and CSS. So what I would recommend you to do now is to start working on your own projects. Hopefully you've started already, and wish you the best of luck in regards of these projects that you can make, on how you can make your wireframes now, or this can be your entry point to learning more programming, which is what I would strongly recommend. But anyway, you're capable now of making just very simple prototypes that you can show or use for different things.